Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your mid-March 2019 love reading. I'm Jade with Yes, Yes, Yes. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a reading using the Line-Strider Tarot and the Mystical Lenormand deck today. I'm going to use the Lenormand deck to see what the path is between the masculine and the feminine. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I do lots of different readings here to give all kinds of advice. So if you are feeling resonance with this reading, let me know in the comments section. Hit that thumbs up button. That helps out the channel so much. And if you like my style, I'd love to have you subscribe, and then you can know what's going on with all the different readings that I do. And if you want a private reading, my website information is also in the box below. So I'm looking for the significator cards, and we start here with the masculine. There's the mountain, the stars, the clouds, and the bear. Is that all? Yes, it is. The stork, the house, the moon, and the ship, the key, the birds, the fish, the mice, and the sun. This is an oracle deck, and then there's the feminine. I'll put her over there. All right, so we've got a bit of journey in between the masculine and the feminine. But what I'll say here is that the feminine cards, this is going to be what's going on for her. This middle line is what's going to bring you two together, and this is what's going on for the masculine. So let's just see what's going on. We'll get clarifiers from the Line-Strider. So the masculine has had some slow going and some confusion, probably either having to do with an authority figure, maybe at work or with his family, someone who has who's authoritative. This can also mean someone like an Aries energy, okay? So the masculine has been challenged in dealing with this authoritative role, maybe even trying to take on an authoritative role at work. But there has been a challenge. It's been slow going to get the notoriety that the masculine has been wanting. Now, what I'm seeing is that there's been some kind of change, though, just in the present. There's a new settling, a new feeling of security, and this might even be connected to emotional security, and so it's a new journey. So what I'm feeling is that perhaps the masculine, while beating his head up against a wall, maybe working against this authority at work, in family, he's decided to do things differently, and it's feeling a lot more emotionally stable for him. It's a new way of being. I'm seeing this a lot in a lot of the readings this month, is that everybody's kind of choosing a new way of being. Now for the feminine, she's been quite successful. There's been some good money and conversations, a little bit of anxiety and nervousness, maybe because she doesn't trust that she has deserved the success that she has accumulated. And I'm not seeing, if the success is, there is money, but it's a little further away. So, it could be a success at work. It could be success in relationship. I'm not seeing another relationship. So what I'm trying to do is pull you two together. So what I'm feeling again is that the feminine has been feeling good, a little nervous with maybe how good she feels. Sometimes we doubt our journey. We doubt that things can be as positive as they are. It's waiting for the other shoe to drop. And so that's, I think, where that nervousness is for the feminine Sagittarius, but generally feeling good. And what I'm finding is that the key, the connection point between you two is really embarking on this new emotionally stable journey. And this is where you're going to find each other, okay? So when you feel emotionally stable, feminine Sag, then you're going to be able to meet your masculine. And masculine, same thing. When you get to an emotional stability, it's a new journey for you, then your feminine is going to show up. Now, if this is for a relationship that already exists, I feel that the masculine has been struggling, trying to take care of the family, possibly, make sure that all of the finances are taken care of. The feminine has been feeling good about the finances. She's maybe looking at the relationship a little differently. And once you guys can actually make a step towards each other when you realize that there's some emotional stability you can co-create together. So it's locking the rest of the world out and coming together and kind of reestablishing your connection. So let's see how this all unfolds in the rest of the reading. I'm gonna just put all the cards together, and we'll leave, I guess we're leaving these two out because that's what happened. And it also is looking like the masculine is coming towards the feminine in this reading. So I usually read it left to right because that's how I read, left to right. So it looks like the masculine is moving towards the feminine. They're both thinking of things outside of each other because they're looking away, but the masculine is moving towards the feminine. So with the Line Strider deck, what I'm looking for is the one bit of energy that's kind of bonding you two initially. Five of Cups. Okay, so this makes sense. We're trying to work through something to get to that new place of being, that new emotional security. The Five of Cups is the antithesis of that, right? It's the not realizing or not feeling content with all that you have. This particular card is a bird, and you can see that there are 5 eggs in the nest, and a few are broken. So we have a few breaks that haven't happened, a few fractures maybe in the relationship that exists, or as a solo, you know, in your life, you've just had some fractures. It's a 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of situation. So what we're trying to do is we want to be able to, and this is the advice of this card, is look at all that there is still remaining. Move past the fractures. Try to release any kind of disappointment. This would be an emotional disappointment from the past. So release it so that you can step forward in a new, emotionally secure, positive, and even gratitude-based place of being. Okay, cards are jumping a lot. This Mercury in retrograde period for reading has been really interesting. So I'm not sure if you feel it, but I am. Okay, interesting. We have swords balanced here. We have the 10 of Swords in the reverse for the masculine. I do like this in the reverse. So that means all those swords are coming out. The 10 of Swords is it's the super drama, it's the dramatic ending of the relationship, of the problems at work. Whatever the problem or the ending is, the 10 of Swords is the drama, it's the climax. With it being in the reverse, it's showing me that the masculine has dropped all of this. He's dropped the drama, dropped that story, and is no longer needing to live it, no longer willing to walk with it, if that makes sense. So if this is, again, work situation where he is trying to get to a more stable foundation, feeling as if he's accomplished his financial goals, or if this is a relationship in the past that didn't work out, he's releasing this issue. That this is the work that he's doing, trying to look at those 2 eggs, those 2 cups that are still overflowing. That's beautiful. The feminine here is in the Ace of Swords energy. This is truth saying. This could be why the feminine is feeling really good, because she is clear on her words. This is also a warning to make sure that your words are compassionate. It's good to speak the truth. We always need to be clear with what we're feeling, with what we're going through, with what we're observing. But do be aware that your words can hurt and wound, especially if you're coming forward with that energy. So make sure that whatever you have to say, especially now in Mercury retrograde, that you really reflect upon it before you say it. And if that slows down your communication, so be it. That's fine. It's better to make sure that you're saying things the way in which you really intend for them to be heard. Okay? Because you need the message to be heard just as much as you need to speak the truth. All right, so let's see what else is coming up here. We have the Ace of Cups and a 6 of Swords. All right, so, and just to make this clear, I'm reading this as if this is the single feminine, and this is your masculine's journey. This is your journey. And if this is the Sagittarius masculine, this is your journey, and this is your feminine. If you are already in partnership, it's the same thing, okay? I like to read the energies that way because we can all kind of learn from each other and through that. If it resonates, great. And if it's not quite sitting right, then just leave it and take on what does. So for the masculine, here we are in the Ace of Cups energy. So he wants a new, emotionally satisfying connection. And if it's an existing relationship, then he wants to reconnect this. I'm feeling that this is, this Ten of Swords energy could have been the struggle in the relationship. And now he's wanting to start over. He's wanting a refresher. And if this is somebody that you don't know, and this is the masculine energy, he's come from a relationship and is ready and wanting to start over. I feel like he's left that story behind and ready to move forward with a in a more emotionally stable way, like we were talking about. For the feminine, we have the Six of Swords. It came out in the reverse. So she's not moving. She's not going anywhere. If this is an existing relationship and we're wondering if it's going to, people are going to separate right now, it looks like no. It looks like there might have been some issues in the past with being truthful. Perhaps it was hurtful for the masculine. The masculine wants to start over. The feminine hasn't left. She's not going anywhere. The Six of Swords is a moving on to better pastures, to something that has, promise. And when it's in the reverse, what it means is that we're going to work this out the way things are unfolding here. I don't feel like I have to go anywhere else to find what I'm looking for. What I'm wanting, what I'm needing is right here. So that would mean if it is in this current relationship, or if it's if it's not in relationship, this feminine has done a lot of work and doesn't feel like she needs to go out and seek anything because it's all coming towards her or to you, Sag, if that's you, if you're the feminine. Okay, let's see what else we have. Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so for the masculine, I like this card for you because if you've been working hard, if you've been trying to get your ducks in a row, basically, this is the card of mastery, and it's also a card of being noticed for all of the work that you have done. And it's in the upright, which means that all of that work, all of that authoritative energy you were dealing with and struggling against, you're being seen now for all the work that you've done, all the patience you had, all of even if we're talking about this emotional stability that you've been trying to pull forward, you're being noticed. Your hard work is being noticed, and you're probably feeling better. You're starting to see that you have those two cups that are not overturned. You're starting to feel like the spring is coming, right? In the Northern Hemisphere, the spring is coming. So you're starting to feel better about things, and other people are seeing that in you. For the feminine, we have the Seven of Cups. It came out in the reverse. I do like this in the reverse for you, Sag. If this is the feminine, Sag, we're talking about, this is a card of illusion sometimes and having a lot of choices. And the feminine doesn't, it seems like, those choices might have been there, but she doesn't need to look at them. And if there was any type of illusionary or delusionary issue, she's not looking at it, right? The feminine Sag is looking at things truly as they are, which is beautiful. Speaking the truth truly as what's been going on, looking at what's truly there. Not being dissuaded by multiple things, all the shinies, not seeing all the squirrels and getting pulled off track. Very strong, Sag. If you're the feminine here, you are in a really great place. You've done a lot of work on yourself, and you are in a place of power. I really like this. Oh, and these are great cards, Sag. Such good cards. Okay, the masculine's now in the Ace of Pentacles. This is the are we gonna make some stuff? Are we gonna make some bunnies? Bunny love? Bunny love, that's what it is. So it's a new stable foundation. Again, that's what we're working towards, is this new stable foundation. If this is this relationship, the masculine's ready to open up and offer this. He's in a place where he is strong enough to offer it. Because this is a new stable beginning. It's also, with the bunny being here, and the reason why I'm talking about it being bunny love is there is this potentiality for pregnancy. It's similar to me as the Empress card. So and it's because of the bunny aspect there, right? So just be aware that if you're ready for conception, then it looks like the masculine is virile. And he is maybe ready to put down roots in a way of, baby making. So, all right, masculine. Masculine's ready to baby make, perhaps. The feminine has the Sun card. Beautiful card here. Success. It's all of the energy moving forward. This is this is springtime, summertime. I'm again feeling like the feminine has done all of this great work, and now she is bursting with the energy of this transformation that she's gone through. And this is a wintered transformation, right? You might have been kicked in the face, right? Kicked in the back, not felt really good during the winter, but now coming forward, coming out of this. And if this was a relationship issue between you two, things are really moving forward, it seems. It seems like the masculine is stepping forward, and it seems like the feminine is receiving, and also in a really great place where you're not being affected, right? This is Leo card as well. So similar fire sign energy. It feels like you have the possibility and the potential for drawing in whatever this beautiful change, this new journey, this new emotional stability. So if it's a new relationship, it is looking really good. If this is an old relationship, a relationship that's on the mend, it is mending. It is everybody is stepping forward. Okay, I really like this. The Judgment card, Seven of Wands in reverse. Again, so good. So the Judgment card is a card of reconciliation. So again, if we're talking about a couple and maybe you guys haven't been speaking and the masculine is needing to step forward, it looks like he is stepping forward, offering a stable foundation and saying, hey, look, I've been reflecting upon my life and reflecting upon what I really want, and it's you. Okay, the masculine really is open and wanting to give that stable, loving connection. We want to move away from this feeling of dissatisfaction and move towards, and I'll pull that card in a second, towards something else. That'll be our final bond. The other thing about the Judgment is that we really look at the karma, right? We're really looking at our karma and making sure that whatever we're putting out there is really in alignment with who we are. So the masculine is now starting to do the work. The feminine, I feel like you have moved towards and you have done your work and are ready to move towards exactly what you want, knowing exactly what you deserve. And I'm feeling like your masculine is doing his work. He realizes what he needs and what work he needs to do in order to offer you everything that you deserve, everything that you know you deserve. And you're good on your own. That's the beauty of this reading. You also had the Seven of Wands. It came out in reverse. I like this because you're surrendering to the process. You're like, you know what? If you want to show up for me, if you want to give me the things that you're promising, I want to see them. I want to see what you're made of. Okay? Show me the changes that you've been going through. Show me the man that you are. That's what I'm feeling here. Now, if this is if this is a new relationship, right? Don't know each other. I think that the feminine, again, you've gone through so much deep internal change where you have released whatever issues were binding you in the past of not being able to connect in relationship. And now you're to a place where you're looking at things truly as they are, which is the power that you have. You have that power to look at the truth, to feel the success and the sunlight, the warmth that you are, what you deserve, and to not take anything less than that. There's no reason to. You deserve exactly what you want. And I think that you're surrendering to this process because you're feeling this energetic change in yourself as well. All right, we're going for this final card for you, Sag. So the final card, what's going to be the bond? Interesting. So again, I told you jumpers. We've got Queen of Swords that came out in the reverse-ish. It came out in the reverse. I'll give it that. So this Queen of Swords, this is the final bond is saying, this is actually a balanced card, the feminine queen with the masculine suit of swords. So I read it as a really nice balance. With it being in reverse, and I'm going to read this as if it's a Mercury retrograde, what I'm feeling like right now is that we're being urged to balance our communication. Really check in before you check in with each other. Masculine, you're going through a lot. I feel like you see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know you want to get there, but you're not quite there yet because you're still processing through. So make sure that whatever words are you're wanting to share, whatever you're wanting to bring forward to your feminine, is in alignment with who you are, but also balanced with compassion, okay? We even talked about that initially with the feminine. So make sure that your words are compassionate, that they are truthful to what you're feeling, okay? We really have to keep connected to our heart here, okay? And for the feminine, when you are ready, because this is on your terms, remember, he's got to move to you. When you are ready, you're going to speak. I feel like this is not an issue for you, feminine, but this is where you're going to meet. You're going to meet in this compassionate place of speaking your truth together, okay? And let me see. Because of the timing of things, I'm feeling like this will be in April, early April, okay? We're processing through things, and then early April is when this conversation is going to happen, where the masculine is going to come forward and the feminine is going to receive. If this is a new relationship, feminine, where you will meet your masculine is in a place where he's expressing the process that he's been on, and you are merely holding space because you can. Because you have the power, you've been working on yourself, you're just a little bit ahead. So you're able to hold space for what he's been going through, and that space is a compassionate ear towards his truth, to his truth. So we're flipping from going from a place of not feeling satisfied, there's some disappointment, maybe in past relationships or in this very relationship, to a place of speaking compassionately, clearly, holding space for each other, and maybe just holding off on that conversation until we're really clear with what we feel. So that's what I have for you, Sag. This is a beautiful reading. Sagittarian feminines, well done for all of your work. Masculines, great job at doing your work, okay? I'm really loving seeing this trend. It is a trend. I don't know. It's a journey that we're all going through. So it's beautiful. I really hope you feel it. Let me know if this resonates for you in the comments section below. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked it. It helps the channel out so much. And subscribe. I love having you all going down this journey with me. So much fun. Take care. I'll send you all of my love.